Hello and welcome to the Agrifoods for Youth, Women and Men podcast, where we discuss and showcase proven solutions to some of the challenges that we face in the agricultural sectors and the opportunities the agricultural sector presents. I am your host, Harriet Mawia. In our episode today, we are graced to have a wonderful guest and we'll be discussing his startup, which he began with a quest to provide solution to some of the challenges that farmers face, especially on the aspect of over-reliance on rain-fed agriculture. So he will give us more gist into that, and I hope this will be an interesting conversation for all of us to listen in. Please subscribe to our channel, become part of the community, and share our content widely. Welcome to this episode. All right, so we continue. Thank you so much for coming, Pius.
Thank you.
Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Harriet. My name is Pius Wambua. I'm co-founder at So Precise Africa. At So Precise Africa, what we do is we empower farmers through solar-powered irrigation systems. I started as a farmer. In fact, I went to Egerton University. I did mathematics. But now, if you know much about Egerton University, it's an agricultural college. So I started developing the need to go to agriculture from there. So when I finished, I went to Embu, very south, where I started farming. I started with 2 acres. So I was just a normal farmer. There I was like a young farmer, starting, people were asking, how can you graduate and then you are going to farming?
Yeah.
But I had something in my heart. So I was doing farming just for profit. And during that period, like a year, I realized there is a challenge in farming. Because where at Imberia, it is total arid
areas, yeah.
So sometimes even it goes a year without rains. So what I realized is farmers were struggling with, they needed to irrigate their farms. In fact, that place, it is, yes, arid, but there are a lot of permanent rivers passing through those areas. But the farmer, the problem they have is to get water from the river to their farms. Currently, we were using diesel pumps, and the cost of irrigation was high. So the farmers were not getting returns.
Okay.
That is when I thought, why don't I find a solution to this problem the farmers are facing?
Yeah.
In fact, the first problem I was thinking of solving was most of the farmers, they want to monitor their farms when they are not available in the farms.
Yes.
Because some are like Nairobi, but they want to see what is happening. So I realized, why don't I bring something like monitoring devices like cameras so that you can see. But I asked myself, yes, these farmers want to monitor the farms, but will they monitor the farms when they are bare?
Yeah.
Because they are not able now to plant anything, so they are not going to monitor where they have not planted anything.
Yes.
So that is not viable.
Exactly.
So it's not sustainable. Now, if you want to get a solution, you go to get a solution which is sustainable and it is viable. So that is where the solar powered irrigation system came. And the system, we call it Sunrider. It is a portable solar powered irrigation system where farmers share equipment. So it is equipment as service. So we have made a customized an electric handcart which carries the panels from one farm to another. So when farmer A irrigates, we go to farmer B. So everything belongs to us, but the farmer just pays a small fee for the service.
Okay, interesting. Wow. I think we take it back a little, and maybe you tell us how the startup began. How did you get the equipment? How was the process?
Thank you very much for that question. That's a good question. How it began was I met a lady. She's called Linda, and we were talking about how we can get this solution. So we partnered into this. We started with an idea, and we pitched that idea.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something, Harriet. As long as you have a good idea, you are going to get funding for that idea.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have a product for people to see it. So if you pitch an idea, you are going to get somebody to buy that idea. Money is there outside here, but you need to have something. You need to have a solution.
I like that.
Yes. So we got that idea, and we applied for programs. We started with a program called Jasiri, where we applied and we went for a 3-month training. They gave us some stipend, and at the end, they gave us around 1 million Kenyan shillings to buy the products. That's when we got our first product. Because I have to admit, this irrigation kit, the initial cost is high.
It's very high.
Operation cost is zero, but the initial cost is high. So that's why you need other people to come in. But the best thing about, I know most people have not realized this, there is a lot of money flowing around here in the world, about our climate. People are looking to solve issues with climate, because there is a problem with climate change.
Yes.
So once you have an idea, put it there. Go pitch it to people. There are a lot of programs around. If you Google Opportunity Desk, there's a site called Opportunity Desk, where you get these programs. You see, they need early startups. You have an idea, so you'll see a lot of opportunities there. You apply them. And in Agriculture, there is a lot of opportunities to apply. Like most of farmers don't know when their crops need to be irrigated.
Yeah.
So you can dive into that's
already an opportunity.
Yes. Farmers don't know when their crops have been affected by diseases. So you need to find a solution to that.
Yeah.
So farmers, most of these farmers, they have money, but they want to spend that money to something which will solve your solution, their problems.
They are risk averse.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I encourage young people, let's not just sit down. Go to research. There is a lot of free things.
Yeah.
Research what you can do.
Yeah.
And you will be funded for that.
Get the funds.
So that's how we got the funds.
Oh, wow. Interesting. All right. So you have mentioned to us that you were able to get some funding from the Jasiri program.
Yes.
After you got the funding, how did the farmers buy the idea that, okay, we can now irrigate our crops? Was it easy to pitch the idea to the farmers? And did the farmers accept or adopt what you were trying to sell to them? Given that these are farmers who are highly dependent on the rainfall, how was that for you?
Farmers are good people, but farmers want to see it happening. So what I did was I had to get a demo farm, whereby I started using the product myself.
Okay.
So they could come and see what you are doing.
Yeah.
So I have a 18-acre demo farm at Beere, where I am also a farmer. First a farmer, then entrepreneur, social entrepreneur. So I started for myself. I could bring the farmers to train them in my farm to get them the knowledge, because farmers they take time to change.
Yeah, they do.
To buy
The idea.
But the best thing about our solution is it is cheap, relatively cheap compared to the available irrigation systems, because the farmers pay 1,510 shillings to use our service for per acre.
Wow.
But for the diesel, they'll use 4,000 shillings.
Yeah.
So it is easy to convince them to know that is very affordable.
Yeah.
So they are using it, they accepted it because of the costs. And because everything belongs to us, we go with the pipes to their farms. We go with everything. They don't need to buy anything.
Yeah.
They just pay for the service.
For the service.
So it was easy for them to adopt to that. In fact, we have a lot of demand for that, but we cannot meet their demands. We have a long waiting list
Of the farmers
Yes.
waiting to get the service.
Yes.
Wow, interesting. All right. And just looking again into the farmer aspect, are the farmers, receptive in terms of they are seeing a change in how their produce, they're able to get produce because they're using the irrigation systems in comparison to before when they were, dependent on the rainfall?
Yes, the farmers now, they can grow crops throughout the year.
Okay.
Most of these farms have a lot of flour, which is idle.
Yeah.
But they are now getting use of it. Slowly but surely, they are getting to plant their crops. Because now, once you irrigate it, they plant throughout the year. They don't have to wait for the rain.
Yeah.
Yes. So, if you go now to the neighborhood, it is green.
Wow.
It was before then. It was a very dry place. You do not want to go there. But now, when I stay there, I don't even want to come to my area.
Awesome. So this is in Embu County.
Embu County, yes. The very dry place, Embu County. But the sun is a lot. That is our fuel.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. So we have a lot of parts in Kenya that are arid and semi-arid areas. You've mentioned of the berry part in Embu.
Yes.
Are you implementing this in other counties? And do you have a plan to do that if you're not? Yeah.
Yes. The next one here, we are looking to scale up. We wanted to meet the demands of the farmers in Berry. Once now we can afford to irrigate for all the farmers who need our services.
Yeah.
That is why we are looking to go to Ukambani. We go to all other places. But for now, we are concentrating to solve, because you cannot just jump like that.
Yeah, true.
You are not going to solve the problem.
Awesome.
Yes.
You mentioned something about the demand, that there's a high demand for your service.
Yes.
And you're not able to meet it.
Yes.
What do you think would be, what's the opportunity there so that we can meet the demand? You can meet the demand as well for the farmers, and as well, we see more farmers, using your services.
What we're currently doing is we have to get as many as possible the solar pumps to increase the number of solar irrigation units. And thank God we have recently gotten some funding for that.
Awesome.
We have so far raised around $400,000
Oh wow.
for the same. So we have funding, so we are going to increase the number of units, because currently we have 5. So every day we have 5 farmers using the irrigation kits.
Yes.
We are looking to have 50 of them
Every day.
every day.
Wow.
So that is when you can create impact and also get money from there.
True.
So we are social entrepreneurs. Yes, we are profitable, but we are also we want to create impact. Yes. And we want to see people getting employment.
Yeah.
Especially youth.
Yeah.
We have employed those who do irrigation, young people. We have employed. Also, these farmers, after you have impacted them, they have employed other people in their farms. So these are chain.
Wow.
Yes.
So many opportunities, especially for the unemployed young people in our society.
Yes. Because most of these farmers will depend on their farms. So I feel very happy when I see a farmer smiling after getting something from their farm. Sure. It is very painful. You go buy seeds. After 2-3 weeks, the rain is all gone. It is dry. You see a farmer almost crying, looking for the crops dry. So whenever I see a farmer getting, it is satisfying for me. I feel good.
Yeah.
It's not the money I get there. Money is good. We get money from there. But to see a farmer happy, it is something very
satisfying. Yes. Yeah, interesting. You mentioned earlier on about the monitoring aspect, where there is a need for technology where people can monitor their crops. Let's say uko Nairobi, you just check, in your phone, you monitor how your farm is going. How is that innovation so far from your head? What are you doing to bring that to make it happen?
Thank you. That's in our pipeline because we want to complete everything. We want to be in farm. We want to be precise. We are called so precise. So we want to be precise. So we are looking to be setting IoT devices to these farms. We want to do major on two things. Moisture sense to be setting moisture sensors such that a farmer will not be just calling us to come and irrigate for them without knowing if the crops really need irrigation. So we want to set IoT device which will sense the moisture. If the moisture is low, it will tell the farmer that the crops need to be irrigated, so they can call us. And also now we also want to set cameras, everything using solar. We are clean energy.
True.
And now, because also it is not cheap.
Yeah, it's not.
So we want to use solar, which is very affordable. So such that farmer will be able to monitor. They don't have to be staying in their farms. They need to be doing something else. So we want to be there for them. We want to solve that problem. So it is in our plan. With the next 1 year, 2 years, it will be a complete change.
Awesome. We had a guest here who mentioned that when they were working back in Israel, he would see that there was already a monitoring system whereby probably a farmer is far away from the farm. So they would just press a button and then it irrigates the farm.
Absolutely.
When they are so far away. Yeah, we look forward to having such technology.
Oh yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
As social entrepreneurs at So Precise, are you afraid of competition?
We are not afraid of competition. In fact, we welcome competition because we have competition in this area, like sun culture. I think you've ever heard of sun culture, but most of these are competitors. They sell the products, and more farmers cannot afford the products. So what is set us apart is giving equipment as service. Yeah, so equipment belongs to us, but we lease to you. That is why we are a bit far. We are up to the top of our competitors.
So there is a focus on the small farmer.
Yeah, we are focused in small farmers, and also we sell the product to large-scale farmers. We have already sold some because there are farmers who come to our farm and see it working. They say, "I don't want you to just come irrigate. Why don't you come and set it to my farm in my farm?" So what I do is I go to their farms. I design a pump which will meet the demand of the farmer. Yes. So farmers don't have that knowledge. What kind of pump do I need? How big is it? So I do all that data and set it for them. Yes.
Do you have a question? You look so serious.
Oh yeah, it's very interesting to hear all these things that you're getting in. I'm just thinking about intellectual property rights and patents. Could you tell us what you patented right here?
Still not, because we have partners who are doing, like for the electric handcart, it was done by somebody else. We just gave them idea and they did us. So there is a process. We are on it. And we are on it because we need to have it. So we are in the process of acquiring. That's a good question. We keep getting that question, especially when we go for pitching. You keep on getting it. That's a good one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So what about the sustainability part of it? How do you see in the coming years? How many years are you going to be doing this?
The sustainability is there because if you see even the government is building a lot of dams in those areas.
Yeah.
So there will be a lot of sources of water apart from the river.
Rivers, yeah.
So if you go there, even the farmers are building their dams. They collect water during the short rains. But the problem with the farmer is to deliver water to the farm. And also the climate change is there. We can see it.
Yes.
The rain is going down and down and down.
Very unpredictable.
So the farmers will always need irrigation. So that's why we are looking to, we see the sustainability need and viability. Yes.
Awesome. Now, I'm just thinking of these other semi-arid areas that probably do not have like a permanent river source, or maybe there are no dams yet. Have you ever thought of, in case you need to provide services to such an environment, what would you maybe facilitate in your own capacity to build the source of water for such farms?
That's a good one. And farmers also keep asking the same. Because we are growing.
Yeah.
And we see ourselves in 5 years will be a bit far. Now, we will be able, because what we are doing is giving the service, getting water to the farm. We will be looking to how we can even have boreholes, dig boreholes in those areas and also deliver the water. So have the water and then deliver it. So we also, it is in our, we are thinking about it.
About that.
Yes.
Awesome. Interesting.
Yes.
All right. I don't know if you guys have any other questions. This is such an interesting story, honestly. It's a wonderful idea that Pius is doing, helping the farmers in our arid and semi-arid areas. Yeah. All right. Just looking into the aspect of ownership of farms, or how to get the farms. You know, many young people mention that hakuna shamba ni ama basi nitatoa shamba wapi. So you've mentioned that you have 2 acres of land for farming, and also a demo plot that is 18 acres.
Yeah.
Probably you could share with us how you acquired those farms.
What we've done is we leased. It is not ours. So you don't have to own it to use it.
Sure.
So we have leased. And the best thing is about, if you go huko mashinani, shamba kulease ni cheap.
Sure.
With 5,000, you have an acre a year. What can you do with an acre a year with water?
Wow.
Yeah. So you need to go there. You know, here, if you start leasing here after on, it is a lot of money.
Yes.
So you can start with leasing, make money to buy yours. Yeah.
Awesome. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an example of these are the kind of minds that we need to be running our country's sectors.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Because without innovation, we're being left behind by a lot of countries.
But our parents now, most of them cannot. They don't have that energy.
They don't.
We need to now jump into this. And there is money.
Yes.
You know, the people want to hear that.
Every guest keeps on saying the same thing.
Yes, there is money. There is money in agriculture,
Yeah.
but we don't need just to sit down. We need to research. I keep on telling people, you need to do a lot of research.
True.
Tafuta what the solution you can offer. Look to provide us. As long as you have a solution, you'll have money. Yes, people want to follow the set methods, the whatever. You need to have something. Help the farmers.
Help the farmers.
Yes. The farming doesn't have to be the crops only. There are animals are there.
Yes.
A lot of poultry. Yeah. Think of it. Let's people think of it.
Yeah.
Let's make an encouragement.
True. Just to, as we wind up, I'm thinking of the many young people who feel like for you to succeed, you have to come to the urban areas, you have to find opportunities in the urban areas, and yet maybe probably back at home in the rural areas, maybe you even have a farm or a family farm that you could work, do agriculture or just do some setups that can provide employment for you. What would be, your advice to young people?
They can do both. I will not tell them that they don't look for job.
Yeah.
But you can also do your smart farming and also do your job. But I know getting a job is not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
Look at me. I spend 90% in the village.
Yeah.
And I have seen it working. Let's go back to the village. Let's make agriculture good there. Let's go back, change things. The farms are waiting. We can do something, and we are going to make money
Yeah.
there. But we need to be smart.
Yeah. I've just remembered there was a TikTok where someone was saying that hii Nairobi inaweza kuzungusha ufanye ama ikuonesha it's like you're doing something but you're doing nothing. Like you use a lot of energy walking around or chasing a job that is not coming. Yet that energy is actually less of what you would need in an agricultural setup, for instance.
Like, that is very true. You know, yeah, people are busy doing nothing. Okay, others are making money, but a lot of people are here doing nothing. Like, you wake up, if you have to write, if you want to know if you are doing something, wake up, write like account for every hour, what you have done and what the results, and you'll realize you are doing absolutely nothing. Compare the work and the results. Make sure you say, let the parameters be the results. Usiseme ati nimechoka sana leo, nimezunguka sana. What have you gotten from that?
From that kuzunguka.
Then you realize you are spending a lot of energy at the wrong place.
At the wrong place. Interesting. Wow. That's so nice. Wow. I think we are coming to the end of this episode, and probably I would ask you for. Okay, there's one question from the audience. You don't?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe we would tell us maybe your pattern short and how can there are farmers who want to reach out to you, how can they find you, and maybe other information about the precise startup. Where can we find you if you want to look for Pius?
Thank you. My parting shot. Let's change agriculture. Let's be innovative. Let's not sleep. Let's make our mind work, and you are going to see the benefit of it. Farming is not for the old.
True.
Farming is going out to the young people. I find like some of my customers are very young people. I have a farmer who is 22.
Wow.
And they are embracing farming, and they are seeing the benefit in it. So let's now forget about what you are being told about farming. When I started, people were worried, how can this young person?
Yeah, where did you get the
How now?
Yeah.
Why can you go to school, do at grant, you come to the soil?
Yeah.
But it is total, there are a lot of opportunities. Don't wait for the government to tell you there are opportunities. They are there. I'm telling you as a normal person, as a farmer, I'm telling you there are opportunities there.
Yeah.
So let's praise them. We are in all social media platforms. We are in Instagram, So Precise, YouTube, So Precise, Facebook, So Precise, LinkedIn, So Precise.
Awesome.
Yes.
Interesting. Wow. Thank you so much, Pius, for coming and for showing us and sharing with us all that knowledge about the opportunities that young people can tap into in the agricultural sector. It's not just about djembe, there are other many opportunities that our young people can tap into.
Thank you very much.
All right, so that's it for our episode today. Please, we welcome you to become a part of this community, subscribe to our channel, and share this information to many other young people. That's it for today. See you in the next one. Bye.